Here's why it's not right to compare Deion Sanders and Bill Belichick's college football coaching transitions. Deion Sanders and Bill Belichick are great coaches. That's one common thing. But as much as we love Prime, he'll be out in 2 years if he can't get it going. Let's not forget Belichick stated, though the players have totally bought in, and there's been a lot of progress since our arrival, we are not a good team. Belichick has also said he needs 3 to 4 games to see what he's really working with. That bluntness sets the table for the real issue at hand. Lumping these two coaching transitions into the same bucket makes for lazy storytelling. For the Athletic's Chris Vanini, the differences are glaring. Deion Sanders and Bill Belichick were never the same kind of coaching situations. Deion was a high school coach and then an FCS college coach before Colorado. He worked his way up and always understood CFB, and he had 2 elite talents with him. That's the part so many miss. Sanders didn't walk into Boulder without a map. He arrived with Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders in tow, 2 players who could change a roster overnight. Bill Belichick, meanwhile, is walking into Chapel Hill with decades of NFL equity, but 0 experience in the rhythm of college football recruiting calendars, NIL deal negotiations, or portal churn. Then there's the way outsiders are framing Belichick's transition. On3's Brett McMurphy tossed out a bizarre jab that went viral more for its punchline than insight. Weird stat. In history of college football, Super Bowl champion coaches with 24-year-old girlfriends have never won any games as a college head coach. A not-so-subtle reference to Belichick and his girlfriend Jordan Hudson. But it shows how quickly narratives around Belichick will be colored by things other than X's and O's. Sanders, too, has lived under that microscope, but the attention came from his persona and his ability to make Colorado appointment viewing, which brings us to the commissioners. ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips framed Belichick's arrival through a lens that matters most to administrators: television. Colorado averaged 3.86 million viewers per game during last year's regular season, a staggering number for a team that finished 4th-8. Phillips told ESPN, "It's a little like the Deion thing at Colorado. He grabs your attention. It's made for television." And that's the part people get right. Both men are magnetic. But there's a big difference between being TV gold and being equipped to overhaul a roster in real time. Unlike Sanders' first year, 2 of North Carolina's first 3 games won't even be on national television. The hype machine, at least at first, won't be spinning at the same clip. Belichick's model for now is closer to a patient rebuild than a reality show. Deion Sanders turned over 70% of his roster via the transfer portal in one offseason. Belichick won't, and frankly, can't operate with that kind of churn. He's preaching evaluation, saying he needs multiple games just to see what he's working with. That's not a hot start, that's a slow simmer. It's a system-driven approach, rooted in defense and structure, more NFL influence than portal-fueled. The payoff will depend less on the cameras in the stands and more on whether he can translate his schematic genius into a sport that often rewards recruiters more than tacticians. Big 12 Commissioner Brett Yormark, on the other hand, is all in on what Sanders is building in Boulder. "I love the direction of the program and what he's building here, and it's become very foundational," Yormark told ScoBuff Sports. "There's only one place to go, and that's up, so I'm very excited about the future." His words highlight the distinction. Sanders isn't being measured only by wins and losses, but by culture shift and momentum. Belichick will be judged almost exclusively by whether his NFL pedigree translates into actual victories, not just viewership spikes. The odd coincidence is that both men, in very different ways, are carrying the same weight: attention. One has turned CU into a circus tent that still sells out even when the lion stumbles. The other has injected new juice into a basketball-first school that suddenly finds itself on the national stage in August headlines. NFL DNA runs deep in Deion Sanders and Belichick's college blueprints.